Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, L.D. Smith, the watchman on the wall. Family, as always, grab that King James, but we got to find one. We got to find teaching here. Family, we're going to be dealing with some of the current events, but I am going to try to educate you to show you that you have nothing to fear. The Most High, He has been here. He always have. And all of his entourage is here with us. You know, the one that he got assigned to this planet. So you don't have to worry. Now, you guys know how to do it. I ask you guys to read along with me. I ask you guys to think about it. Think about the words that are coming out of your mouth. And I know that the Most High will give you a clear understanding. And another thing, happy Sabbath, all praise to the Most High living God of Israel. All right, now, family, now we're going to get right into our teaching. I think I named this one, We Have Never Been Alone. We have never been alone. The Most High always had his entourage here. He always had different ones here. And I'm going to show you. Now, let us go here to the book of Deuteronomy. See, because when you see it with your own eyes, then, you know, you're more apt to believe what is there. But I remember I told a certain individual to read some things that was in the Bible, and they read it. And I said, it came out your mouth. She said, yeah, I know it, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, I was so shocked. I couldn't believe that. That's why I made them read it. You know, I say maybe if I make them read it and they hear the words, then they know that this is the Bible, you know. And I said, well, I know they believe it, but she read it and she told me, yeah, I read it, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I said, okay. I mean, when you come to a point like that where a person reads it and then they say that they don't, you know, even though I read it, I don't believe it. I'm through trying with you. I'm done. I'm through both of my hands. I give. Now, we're gonna be coming from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 31. Now watch right now, family. Now we're gonna read 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm gonna show you now. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him, in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of a good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord has sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it. Thou shalt cause them to inherit it. All right? Now, watch right here. And the Lord, He it is that doeth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. See that right there? God don't change. Forsake me. Stop support. Forsake means when you forsake something, you don't support it. When you forsake something, you leave it. God said to them way back there, I ain't gonna ever leave you. I am not gonna ever leave. I'm not gonna ever leave you. See, that's why you can be certain that whatever transpires here in this room that we live in, the Most High is running the show. He's with us. Now let us keep on going. Now watch it right here. Now let's go to Exodus. Let's back up a little further. Let's go to Exodus. Now watch it right now. Exodus chapter 12. Now watch it. Watch it. Exodus chapter 12. Now let's go to real quick. Now I'm showing you here that the Most High never left us. He may draw back, you know, stand off from us, you know, for a little while, but He still knows what's going on. Now let's keep on going on. We're in Exodus chapter 12. Let's look at verses 23. Now look what it says. For the Lord will pass through and smite the Egyptians, and when He seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over. See that? What is He doing? What is He doing? He's flying. He's flying. Pass over, pass over, pass over, pass over. See, I want to show you that there are spaceships that are up here, all around us, flying all the time. A lot of times they're cloaked. Sometimes they're uncloaked. But they are there. See, individuals tell you, well, ain't no such thing as flying saucers. Don't believe that. Because there is. I'm showing you right in the pages. But see, but I'm going to show you others. I'm going to show you others. And then I'm going to ask you a question. But let me ask you this question right here. Y'all remember reading when I think it was the prophet Elijah? He was in this town and they were surrounded, and him and his servant was with him. Y'all remember that story? And then the servant that was with him, he was afraid. He was scared. He was scared, boy, because he thought that was the end of them. But he prayed to the Most High and told the Most High to open his eyes that he might see. And the Most High opened up his eyes and he seen all these orbs all around about the whole city. And know what it was? Know what was said? I'm going to tell you what was said. Those that are with us. Huh? Those that are with us are more than those that are against us. We're in a situation. See, but the Most High has to open your eyes that you may see it. Now, I'm gonna show it to you in the pages, and I pray that the Most High open your eyes that you can see it. They always been here. Now, let's keep on going here. Now, we're in Exodus chapter 12, verse 23. Let's finish reading it. He says, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite you. See that? The destroyer. Come in. And now remember now that their house is shut up. Your door can be closed. That don't mean nothing. Your windows can be locked. That don't mean nothing. The destroyer will come right on in there and get your ass. And keep right on going. See, your doors and your windows only protects you from what we see down here, partially. But it has no bearings on the destroyer or the one that the Most High has sent. When he sends it out, it goes out, and it will not come back to him until it has accomplished all the work that he sent it out to do. Now let's keep on going here. Now you see here now. You see here that in 23 here, you see here where it says that the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite you. Y'all see that? Now, I'm just showing you here points about these entities and these spaceships. See, when a spaceship shows up, there's always a cloud. Always. That's why they tell you that at every cloud there's a silver lining. Yeah. But see, but like if you don't know what they're talking about, they're not but just old phrase. No, they're telling you that it is something that is silver or metallic that has been seen in clouds. But let's keep on going. All right, let's go to Zechariah chapter 5. Watch it right here. Now he says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes. Now I'm looking up. I turned and I'm looking up now. I'm looking up. Picture in your mind. See, follow me. He says, look up and behold a flying roll. Now, when you think about what he's trying to say, he's trying to describe what he has seen. It's sort of like this bottle here, but like if you roll up some paper, that's how it's rolled up, sort of like a cylinder or either a pillar. This is what he's trying to describe. Now you got to realize, that he's telling you at the peak of his vocabulary. He's telling you what he sees the best way he can. Now let's keep on going. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof of 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Now, you can go and look it up. I think a cubic is like almost like a foot. But let's say like it was 15 feet long and like 18 feet wide. Okay, something like that. Now, I'm not sure on the measurements, but you can look it up. But you can see that it was something that he seen flying. Now let's keep on going. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that sealeth shall be cut off as on the side according to it, and everyone that sweat shall be cut off as on the side according to it. I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of a thief. Now, he's saying this is going to enter into the house of a thief. He ain't knocking down no doors. Not. They just go in and get him. When a person dies, they be in their bedroom. You can be talking to them. And they take their last breath. That spirit goes back to the one that gave it. But did you see it? Does a door or a window or a vault keep this death from coming into your house? No. No. Don't anything over on this side has bearings on it. Now let's keep on going. And to the house of him that swears falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stone thereof. See that? The timber and the stone. Can't stop him. Look what he says here. Then the angel that talked with me went forth. Went forth. Now, what's it say? Well, okay, well, he went forth walking. No, let's keep reading. And said unto me, what? Lift up thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth. Lift up. Now, if a person just walking off from you, you ain't got to lift your eyes up. You can look straight ahead and see him. But when you say look up, you mean something is up here. But let's keep on going. And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is the resemblance throughout all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the Ephraim. Okay, now let's jump down here because we didn't need no more than just verses 1 through 6. Now let's jump down here to the 6th chapter. Now watch right here. And I turned and lifted up mine eyes. See that? Lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. Stop. Where have you ever seen a mountain that was brass? Anybody? There is no brass mountain. So you can see that he's seeing something, but he's trying to describe it so it had the resemblance of a mountain, 2 mountains, and the color of it was brass. Now remember now, he's seen 2 chariots coming between them. Let's look at that again. He says, there came 4 chariots. 4 chariots, huh? Out from between 2 mountains. Now he says he's seen 4 chariots coming out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains was made out of brass. Now, when you look at this, now you got to think. You got to think now. Just think just a little bit. There is no mountains that are made out of brass. So it had to be something that was big as a mountain, but it was the color of brass. Now, 4 chariots came from between them. That to me is like 2 motherships, and these 4 chariots came out. Now, I'm going to show you that I'm right, because they're telling you that they seen something that was moving, okay? And their means of transportation back in those days were what? Chariots. So they saw four of these coming out from between two mountains that was the color of brass. But let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. And in the first chariot, there were red horses. In the second chariot, black horses. And in the third chariot, white horses. And the fourth chariot, I'm trying to say Grimson, but you pronounce it as grill, and bay horses. Okay, grill means that it sparkled, and it was more of a color of something mixed with gray. Sort of like my beard here. See how that is? See that black mixed with the gray? It was something sort of like that, but it was mixed with gray. Go look the word up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. See, because you have to use your imagination to see what the writer is saying here. If you just think and then you look up the words, then it'll start popping. It'll click to you. See, because you're looking for it, and you'll see it. But see here, you see, here it says, and bay horse. Verse 4 says, then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, what are these, my Lord? Okay? Now, look at verse 5. And the angel answered and said unto me, these are the four spirits of heaven, which go forth from standing before the Lord and all the earth. Now, let's go and let's see about these spirits. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something now. Let's go to 1 Kings. Now, watch him. Let's go back to 1 Kings. Now, watch it right here now. Remember, what did he say it was? See that there were four what? Four spirits, didn't he? All right. Now let's go here. See, because I want to show you. I'm gonna show you now. It's right here. It's right in the pages. But if you don't know, then you miss it. Now. All right. Now let's look here at verse 18. 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did not I tell thee the prophets said no good concerning me? And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and his left. All right? All what? The host of heaven. And the Lord said who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit. Remember now, they was all standing on what? His right hand and his left. Remember now, he said, these are the four. These are the four of them that stood before the Lord, before the whole earth, right in the pages. You cannot deny this. You cannot deny this. They are cloaked, but you can't see them. They're here. Don't nothing by chance happen. Everything is planned. It is the plan of the Most High God. Now look what he says here. He says, in verse 21, say, and there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth. Remember now, go forth. We were just reading. They went forth. One went this way. We're gonna read it, but it's talking about they going forth. They going forth. They ain't walking. They flying. Now watch him. He says, I will go forth and I will be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now y'all see that? He said, now therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all the prophets, and the Lord has spoke evil concerning thee. See that? See, they have never lost. We're not alone. We have never been alone. Now let's go back here over here now to Zechariah chapter 6. Now let's look at verse 6 here again now. It says here, well, let's go on down to verse 9. Let's read from 6 on down to 9. It says, the black horse which are therein go forth into the north country. Go forth. Go forth. Go forth. Go forth. But he's flying now. He's flying. He ain't walking, he's flying. But he's calling it a horse because that is the best that they can do with their vocabulary. Now let's keep on going here. Go forth into the north country, and the white horse go forth after them, and the gleason and the grills go forth toward the south. Now all these spirits going out all over all the whole earth. And the baby went forth and sought to go that might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, get ye hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Now remember now when in Job, he said he had Satan, one of his sons. Yes, Satan is one of his sons. And he says, where cometh thou? He says, oh, I've been walking to and fro down through the earth. Huh? He walking to and fro down through the earth. See, they're on patrol. They're up and down through the earth. That's why when you see things happening and you figure, how could those things happen? There's a lot of times an individual will walk away unscathed. Then you try to figure out, now, how could that be? Because your five senses is asking you, it has seen something or smelled something or tasted something or experienced something, and it does not compute. It does not come. It does not understand it. So then you ask the question, how can that be? Now, many times you are talking to who? Yourself. Yourself. But let's keep on going. Now look what he says here. Let's go on down to 9 here. 8 and 9. He said, then cried he upon me and spake unto me, saying, behold, these that go toward the north countries have quieted my spirit in the north countries. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, see that? Now, they have went out and they have done exactly what they were supposed to do. But you can't see them. You cannot see them. Why? Because they're cloaked. They are doing just what the Most High say do. And I remember the same thing happened to Job, happened to my father many years ago. Same thing. It started down at his foot, and it went to his head, and it killed him. But they call it cancer. But as the Most High enlightened me, and I started reading the scripture, I realized that the same thing happened to Job, happened to him. But the Most High told Satan, just don't take his life. But he took my father's life. But let's keep on going. Let's you want to find that in Job, that's in Job 1, verse 7 and 8. Now let's go to 2 Kings. Let's go to 2 Kings, and then we're gonna break off of this. Now let's go to 2 Kings. 2 Kings. Now watch this. 2 Kings Oh, let's look at 2 Kings verse 2. Let's look at verse 2. Now watch this right here. 2 Kings verse 2. We're going to read verses 19 all the way down to we're going to read verses 19 all the way down to no, we're not going to read 19. Let's read verses 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 11 and 12. Let's read that 11 and 12. Now look what it says here. And it came to pass as they still went on talking about Elijah and Elijah and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire. See that? Do you see that? There appeared a chariot of fire. But now you can see that clearly that it wasn't a chariot that rode on the ground, but you can see that it was a means of transportation. It moved. So they call it a chariot. Now look what he says here. A horseman of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up. See that? The chariot flew. Remember, I was just reading to you when those 4 chariots came from between the 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. And I told you that the individual was telling you the best of their ability, you know, because how massive size the brass thing looked. It looked like mountains, and 4 chariots came out. Can't you see that the 4 chariots were spaceships? See, because here you can see this fiery chariot here, and look what it does. Elijah went up by a whirlwind into the heavens. He went up into the heavens. See that? It had to be one of those flying saucers, just like the 4 that came from between those 2 mountains of brass. Spaceship all day long. See that? They never left us. They never left us. That's why I can be certain about the Most High. I ain't worried about nothing. Whatever happens, happens. But God is in control. I'm not going to be afraid, and I don't want you to be afraid, family. You have to believe the Most High God. Believe His word, because what He said, that's what's going to come to pass. And nothing else. Now we got one other scripture here. Let's go look at well, let's break off there. Let's break off there, because we're gonna break off there. All right. I want you guys to understand that we are not alone, and we never was alone. And when this dispensation of time is over, this age that we live in, once it comes to a close, we're gonna be with our God, and we're gonna be with our God forever. All praise. Now you know how we do it. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. One word, one God, one people, one love. We bow. All praise, all praise. Until our next time, we say happy Sabbath, family. We love you.